Welcome back, folks. My name is Joel Duggan. If you are just tuning in, and we are on the Citadel server here in West Hill working on my 3-year-old medieval build. Coming close to the end as I'm trying to put in a little bit of extra time here on a Friday. We just finished a Lego stream. You'll be able to watch that on a VOD either on Twitch or on YouTube. That's Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. And yesterday here on stream, we finished all the inside decorations of the East Road Graveyard. And as you can see from my inventory, which is full of greenery, we were working on the outside here, and I had started to mess around with this tree, and I was working my way around, and then I stopped when we reached what will be this pond. And so I think today we're going to tackle this along with the outside edge. I think we're going to start with putting in some foliage and some grass and things along the back here, and just kind of shoring that up, and then moving forward and finishing up the pond. So thanks to everybody that stuck around from the Lego Let's Chat. We're working on the UCS Lego X-Wing, which is really, really fun. But I'm trying to spread out the build so it doesn't all get done in one week. And so it was a good opportunity to switch over and play some Minecraft. So let's just double check that we have all the things that we need here. Grass, jungle leaves. I don't need the oak leaves right now. I will grab more azalea. I will grab more moss. And I have concrete powder. I don't need that much grass. I don't know that I'll need the stones, but I will turn some of these into mossy stones. Got a funny feeling as we add some texture to the different things, we're going to need to use some mossy blocks. That'll be good. Don't need this stuff right now. Looks like I need some more carrots. Oh. Soon. I have more here. I just haven't made them. We got them last time we went on a little bit of a road trip. I think that should be it. Roostermouth, good to see you. Cosmic and Dan, rounding out their usuals. Appreciate everybody being here. So I know that this is likely going to have some bushes and overflow happening here. So I'll fill this in a little bit. Probably end up having some stuff here. Actually, do I want something there? Maybe not right next to that. Yeah. So eventually we'll have some of this cascading down, I think. Do I have... I do have shears, okay. Forget how much of this I end up making moss before I put grass down. So I'm trying to keep this fairly simple because this, of course, is the back of the build. Doesn't need to be crazy. here would be a good spot to put in maybe a bush. To kind of soften up the edge a little bit. And I think what I'll do is I'll go get some muddy mangrove roots. Yeah, the spooky graveyard worked out. It was a good thing to build in October. I agree, McScrewgunn. I agree. Just need a dog named Scooby nearby. I was never a fan of Scooby-Doo. I grew up with it on TV and just never liked it. That might not be the best place for that. We'll see. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go with maybe carpet there, grass there, carpet there. And I'm definitely going to switch out one of these for a mossy. Yeah, probably this one. So this wall was built before we added all this foliage, and so it makes sense to maybe have a few more of these. Spread the greenery around a little bit, make them feel like they've been here a little bit longer. Yeah, I think that works. Cool. What are the mangrove roots good for only utility-wise? They can hold water. Yeah, you can use them to hold water and it doesn't run out everywhere. I think so, anyway. More grass required. I don't think I have any. We were gonna bone meal this this field anyway, so maybe what we'll do, we'll start to bone meal that. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bone meal the field, and then wherever there's flowers, we'll replace them with white flowers, so that it's all like a nice white field of flowers. Because that all the flowers in here are white, or most of them. That could be a fun way to do that. Just use the Minecraft kind of algorithm as it spawns in things. So we'll cut down the grass, but we'll leave whatever flowers grow, and then replace those flowers with a white flower. Well, that's a lot of flowers. I don't know if you keep on bone mealing if you continue to get more and more flowers, if you just cut down grass. Cosmic, you might know. If you want more flowers, do you cut down all the grass and then keep on bone mealing, and then ultimately you just end up with more and more flowers? I would say yes. I think I'm going to put a small bush back here. Yeah. Find sometimes just adding a little bit of, whatever block you're working with, just kind of out into the field a little bit will help make it feel like it's blending in nicely. Don't have to go very far, just little bits like that. I think maybe we'll switch this out for another bush. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe go down here and we'll switch this out so that that comes out there and then this is back there. A little bit better. Now I'll switch this out for a jungle leaf just to kind of make it a little bit darker. Vary up the pattern a bit. Big Bad Wolf, welcome in. Take it easy, hey bud. Always happy to have you around. Is that... Let's change this out. I need new shears in a minute. I really like how quickly this stuff comes together. It's quite nice in that way. Let's go with maybe another bit of moss there. Are we almost at a moss already? Wow. Yep. Good thing we have lots. So I feel like we can get away with another small bush right here. Now here, we've got a little bit happening there. I'd like to have something here where there really is a decent size bush that is going to create some separation. Oh, not if it touches like that though. So I guess we have to make that over here maybe. That's not doing what I want it to. Maybe we need to make this smaller. That's better. So I don't want to get too carried away. It's more about just what you can see from down here. I think that takes care of that. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Time to sleep again. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to have to run the moss farm on the server again. We ran it for like an hour, and it kicked up so much that I think we're probably good for a long time. Oh, I'm gonna have to get more shears. I don't know if it's worth it ever to enchant shears. In a way, I kind of wish that they would allow you to, in the same way that you can make a netherite hoe, it would be decent if you could, if you wanted to, make netherite shears, you know? Just to have them last longer. I guess the problem there is that you're likely to have them break on you by accident. But I guess if they have mending, I guess I could also put mending on the shears too. That would probably be a better way to do it. If you were going to have one thing on a set of shears, it would probably be mending. Yep, I think that takes care of that. There's just a little bit here. Cool. So that just kind of completes the outside of this. Makes it look pretty good. I just realized that this has got no texture on it whatsoever. That's fine. Nope. Okay, that's all done. Good, good. Yeah, that didn't take very long at all. Oh, we still have a little bit here to handle. Like I was starting to do... Yeah, looks like I was starting to do a bit of a bush here. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think we want to keep it green on all sides though. So I'll maybe just drop this to a jungle. Whoops. Pretty straightforward, if you ask me. Cool. Yep. Happy with that. So that takes care of the outside. I guess the next thing, I'm going to dump some of my inventory here. I don't need those. Certainly don't need those. I'm starting to slowly reorganize my shulker boxes into different, rather than having everything all in one, all the different slabs and stairs in one box. I'm trying to go more like having some of the different kinds in different places, you know. So you've got, this has got stairs and slabs and walls, but then this also has slabs and some other bits. Same with this one. It's a little bit more convenient. It's more to remember. Okay, so what I want to do before I start planting any kind of flowers is shape the contours of this thing, because it is not looking very good. That's okay. Originally I was going to try to have a path come up here, but I don't think that's going to happen. So what I want to do is, I guess we want to fill in a little bit of this. This is really the one that needs a lot of work. So I've got 3, 2, 3. We can just shave off stuff here. Try to just make it look a little bit more natural in terms of its shape. Not going to go overboard, but there's just a couple of bits here. Just to try and smooth that out a little bit. There we go. And I think we're going to fill that in. Yeah. Probably going to fill this in across here. Just a weird chunk out of the hillside. Oh. Thanks for the sleep, Cosmic. You can see, it's more obvious on the map maybe. There's just this weird sort of chunk here. I think if we smooth that out and fill this in, then it should look a lot better. Oh, there's a cave around here somewhere. Can hear some zombie growling in the distance. Doing a little bit of fill like this sometimes can help you with your storage too, because you're not storing nearly as many blocks if you're a pack rat like me. But at the same time, because you are a pack rat, you can do stuff like this. Now, I don't know whether to do the flowers in this field all the same kind of flower. Like, or should I do several different kinds of white flowers, maybe? Okay. This connects over to here. Change this up a bit. Oh, did not want to swim. What about hear me out? Pink flowers. No. At some point, I'm just going to deny pink flowers on principle. There's something about doing this kind of work, especially when you're trying to do it fairly quickly, that makes me very dizzy. I think it's all the staring at the ground. Makes you dizzy sometimes too, Poodle? Yeah. I have a big monitor. It's a 27-inch monitor, but I play in 1440p. Do you think? But I feel like there's something to do with like placing a lot of blocks. It's like Minecraft has to do a lot to catch up, and I feel like it hitches every now and again. It's subtle and it's hard to see. You almost have to like not focus, not look at what you're doing too intently. I can hear lava bubbling somewhere too. Yeah, that's really close to the surface somewhere. The constant block dirt noise too is hard. Very tedious. This reminds me of all the landscaping we had to do in the modern city. All the flattening and then replacing of blocks and just there's a lot of stuff. Like, I brought like 3 or 4 stacks over and it just kind of just vanished. Vanished into the earth. I think we're good. Like, I think I've done all that I want to do. If you get obsessive over this, you'll be going for days trying to smooth out the landscape. Really, all I wanted to do was just kind of have kind of this area here just be like a natural field of flowers. What I should do is grab some bone meal and some white flowers. Excuse me. I guess maybe daisies? Yeah, looking at the ceiling will make me dizzy too. I agree. I definitely don't like the dandelions. I think I'd like to get rid of the poppies as well. I guess the daisies aren't bad. First things first. Bone meal. And then we shear all the tall stuff. I've never done this before, so this is kind of an experiment as if this is an easy way to kind of do some field decoration. And then, hey, Cosmic is present for flowers. Oh, I have shears. Mending and unbreaking 2 shears. Thank you, Cosmic. So then I'm going to use the algorithm or whatever they use for generation in Minecraft. I don't know if it's an actual algorithm. And just replace any flowers I see with white ones. And hopefully it'll look like a natural field of flowers. We do have a data pack that provides different different flower models randomly. Ooh, I quite like that. I think I prefer no daisies though. And that eats up a lot of these. So what do we think? Looks like a field of wildflowers. Maybe there's a little bit too much grass here. Just randomly punch some holes. Man, I've been drinking water like crazy today, but my voice is still really hoarse. Maybe some more close to the edge. I think that has the effect that I want. You're not going to be able to see much from down here. But I think if we bring it down over the hill to these 3 levels here, I think it'll make sense. And I just get rid of these. I think that's all of them. And it's like stuff like that's fine. There's definitely a cave down there. It's weird that they show up as kind of neon green on the map. You can see where we might want to put a few more. Again, the map just comes in so handy. And then kind of dot them out here. Feels like they're spread out a little bit more. Shiny snippers. I realized, did I check to see if Cosmic named those? That seems like something they would do. Yeah, I mean, that's a really simple way of doing that. And then as you get higher here, you get to see a little bit more. And then I don't know if you'd be able to see it from the other direction. Alan, hello, good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. You can just glimpse it. And this is why I think this might actually get pulled back. It would be nice if we extended that a little bit. So this could be something that we take down a notch. I don't know what's going to happen here. This obviously needs like some sort of touch. I wouldn't be landscaping or like filling that in. I'll probably just do it like a double ceiling on it. Yeah, it would be really cool if you could see the field. Oh, you know what? I wonder if you can see it from the wall. You probably can. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I quite like that. That was a good idea. Yeah. Good stuff. So that, I think, is... I'm going to limit myself to that. I don't want to spend more time on it because ultimately I'll just end up spending too much time on it, you know? I need to find space for grass. Don't think I need that in there. It might be my only sunflower, actually. Let me check my dye box. Yeah, maybe I'll leave that there. Oh, never mind. It's fine. We've got lots. Not worried about that. So 2 stacks of grass. The rest I'll just store somewhere. So many dandelions, just like real life. I wish we had more dye options. That would be nice. Oh, I might actually need those. Wow, we might have to go get some moss carpet at some point. All right. So that is going to get me geared up for... I guess I need more azalea leaves. I don't think I'm going to do any flowering azalea. I don't think I want to have purple flowers over here. We might do it. Might do it. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad we tried that. There's still a little bit more work to do close to it, but I need to go get some rockets and food, actually. Let's bring this and maybe empty some of this. I feel like I want to revisit some of my crop textures. The dangerous road to go down when you start doing your own textures. The potato texture in particular and the beetroot texture. They're very bright. I think I need to like reduce the saturation a little bit. I think they might have worked back when I did them, but since then Minecraft has become a little bit less saturated maybe. Right, I don't need any of these. We can put those back in storage. I don't particularly need that either. More dandelions. Gonna need those. I will sort that out in future. Okay, so the rest of that can go back. I don't have any places for these. That's all fine. That we can actually just turn into nuggets. Oh, I guess I have to smelt it. Never mind. There was a chest that had stuff like that in it. Break time. Thanks very much, Cosmic. I need gold. Oh, a little bit low on gold, all things considered. Normally I have a lot more to hit the gold farm. That should do us for a little bit. Nice to have all the supplies on hand when we need them. That is more usable. I am going to go somewhere over here to sleep, because that way there won't be any mobs spawning over by the graveyard where we want to work. For folks that are new, I take a break once an hour. I step away for about 5 or 6 minutes, usually just to grab a drink and a stretch. So I'll be back in just a few. So let's see what we can do about this little pond. I think I'm going to try to make it a little bit smaller so it's not such a big job. I'm going to take a look at the most recent pond that we did over in the wheat field. I think that will give us some ideas. It's crazy sometimes when I walk through this area and think about just how much work I've done in here. But I guess when you're consistently streaming at least 3 times a week, you know, for 3 years, it adds up, right? This is 3 blocks deep. And not very big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I feel like that's about right. I wouldn't want to go too much bigger than that. Lurky Worky says Elkhorn. The mighty Elkhorn is here, everyone. Thanks very much for the support, Elkhorn. Appreciate it. So obviously this is all very barren. We'll have to do some quick bone meal and grass and stuff along there. Oh, I didn't put those back. That's fine. So if this is the pond level, we're going to want to go down another couple of blocks. And then I wanted to have it run underneath the road here at some point. Probably about here. Something like that, maybe. That's about right. I'm going to block this off, I think, for now. This will probably be pulled back a bit. Some of that's going to be rocks, I think. Yeah, this is a little bit straight, isn't it? Feels a little bit much like a staircase. Yeah. A little bit better. If I want the water level to be, guess, here. a little bigger than I wanted. Guess we can pull this back. This is where I really wish we had reeds, you know, like cattails. It would look really good in there. Oh, hello. What's happening down here? I have obviously already been down here. Huh. Who knew? So this would be... Yeah, I think I want this to be the water level. Let's just grab this and see. No, I think I want the water level to be up here. Yep. So that's at least 2, and then maybe we'll have a slightly deeper section right here. Yeah. And then we'll just fake it going underneath the road. Yeah, I think that works. All right, coarse dirt, I guess. Yeah, future Joel always has a lot of problems. It's always a thing. So usually when I do this stuff, I start off by putting in coarse dirt so that it doesn't turn green with the grass. Oh, right. Always forget about that. With the new way the shovels change everything, you can't use them in your offhand very efficiently. Okay, that gets that side. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to fill this up one little bit at a time. Plug this back up again. More coarse dirt required. Getting low. Yeah, so I think what we'll do, just build this up a little bit. Obviously, I'll need to do some extra stonework over there. Okay, so let's get some buckets and see what this will look like. Feels like it's a very straight edge, but the road's straight. So it's kind of hard to bite in and create a more round shape. I guess we could do it here. All right, I wanted buckets. 2 of those should do just fine. Wait for it to be time to sleep. So I don't think I'm going to have time to finish this today, but we'll at least get a feel for it. Oops. So I'd like to do this from the bottom up so you have less issues later. Comes together pretty quickly. Now I'm going to try to keep it flowing at a certain level. Maybe one more. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. If we fill in any more of those, I feel like it's going to fill in. That's pretty good. I also like the sound of running water near roads, so that's really fun. And then we can probably have that come out somewhere around here and then drain into the river. Probably right next to that bush, actually. We'll probably have it right there is more than likely where we'll put that. I don't think it needs to be any higher. I think I like that. So this we can take back a bit. Soften it up a little bit. Give us more room to put some plants and things over there. And then over here, I need to do some stonework. At least the basics. I did do all andesite here, but then it's got this stuff here at the bottom. So I think what we'll do here is throw in probably mossy and some cracked as well. Should grab some cobble. Did I bring slabs? I didn't. So I don't know how this is going to look as it comes down. It may or may not be what we want. A little straight. So I'm going to build this up briefly. And then block it there. And then return it. And then if I cut this lower, well, that cuts it off completely. I have to come up with something here that'll block it in the way that I want it to. That's not bad. Especially if we can do something like putting a bush. Oh, that's not going to work. Forgot that that was a slab. Sorry. we can mess with that. Get it to look right. I've done a few of these before, and they take a little bit of like fussing with, but ultimately you usually get it to look good. Especially now that we can waterlog leaves, right? That ends up being something we can add texture variety to. If I change that to a stair and waterlogged it, that might be what I need to do. So if I remove this and then put the stair in there, and I think there's that is a waterlogged stair. So if I block that and then waterlog the stair I just put in, this is where it's a lot of trial and error for me. I don't have these mechanics memorized. Right, so that doesn't come out near as far. That's good. However, if I block this here, do I like that? That's interesting. All right, well, what if this was solid? I think if I also remove that, we will get what we want. I can fill in the holes later. Looks pretty good. It looks a little bit funny from this side. But maybe we do that. Aha! Victory is mine. Now, I'm going to want to do this quickly. Nope, not there. I hope I didn't ruin it. Nighttime. Oh, thanks for the sleep, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Oh, I did ruin it. Crap. How did I do that? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'll change probably that slab to something else, but I like the look of it. Feels fairly shallow. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And then here, we'll switch this out for moss and a bush. So it looks like it runs between something. And this is what I was talking about by having some of these bushes cascade on their way down. So we'll probably increase the bushiness over here. Whoops. So something like that is kind of what we're going to go for. Yeah, the water mechanics are tricky, but you can usually get what you want. It usually involves like coming up with something and then cutting across. So the water is going to be too high, but then you kind of like cap it and then it flows to the closest source down below. But you really have to have your bottom source in place first. But yeah, I think that looks great. I mean, it needs some finishing touches, obviously, with the rest of the pond. And honestly, we could probably do like a bit of a retaining wall here rather than a slope. Because if we get rid of all this here, right, then you're going to be able to see it more. Right, that doesn't hide as much of it. We'll come down here. And then all this. Oh, I don't have any stone. Do you think you could take a day off being good at something? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not quite sure about this road, but we'll revisit that next time. I thought I was going to finish it all today, but not quite. The ideas are flowing, but the time is not. So, do I have a slab? I do. I don't want this to screw up again, so I'm going to do this quick. Probably end up changing a lot of these to moss blocks just so that they're not brown. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might try to switch that up to something else. It looks a little bit like a pillar. It doesn't look like a rock. So I might try. I might have to make it be a little bit more sturdy or something. But other than that, I think we're good. Needs to just look a little bit bigger, I think. Maybe I'll make this part of it. Can I remove this? Does this? I can. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's even better. Yeah, that works. I think what would help if I removed this and then threw in a slab here. Yeah. all kinds of good landscaping ahead of us here. But I'm happy with that. Because now I think we're kind of on to East Road landscaping. I think that's it for the graveyard, right? Like that's the whole thing done. So that is where I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to pass you along to Tadpole Milk, who is more than likely doing something fun and laughing about it in Minecraft. I think you will enjoy the rest of your day there. Thanks so much for hanging out all afternoon, folks. I know some of you have been here since we started the Lego Let's Chat at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is my normal stream time. I am in the Atlantic time zone, which is UTC minus 3 hours for now until the time zone changes in a couple of weeks. But, or not the time zone, but the daylight savings time will roll back. But this is the graveyard. Done like dinner. And that's where I got to go. I'm meeting my dad for dinner. So I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock my time for more Minecraft. We'll pick up where we left off with the pond. You can, of course, check out the Spawn Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe podcasts wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And follow me online, Joel Duggan, very easy to find on social media. And hey, if you're interested in supporting the stream, check out Patreon. If you haven't already used like a Twitch sub or bits, then Patreon, for less than the price of a cup of coffee per month, you can support the ongoing creative work that I do here on Twitch. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much for everything, Cosmic. Thanks for the mods. And I'll see you next time.